Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker. And so, technical challenges. Um, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done this tarot. And last week, no notifications went out. And I'm finding the same thing right now. But what I'm going to do anyways is I'm going to just keep going as you pop on. So this evening, um, what I want to infuse it with is some calmness. Just because something doesn't work the first time doesn't mean you just give up. You go ahead and do it all over again. So this is me. This is my second go for this evening. I'm a Cancer, and so I'm very tenacious. And so I'm going to keep on going until you show up. All right. So the card I pulled for all of us for today um, is the moon. And the moon, this card, I'm going to put it up close so you can see it. Okay, so you can see that the dogs are baying at the moon. The moon is uh, in many phases. The crayfish is coming up out of the water. The water is so agitated. And the dogs are baying at the moon. And here we see two towers. That's the towers of good and evil, right and wrong. And, I just want to talk about that for a moment. Most of us get caught up in the idea of having an opinion that something is happening. And we want to we have an opinion about it. So we want to be right? So I think it's more important to be understood, me personally, and I'll just put it out there for you, that that we're understood rather than we're right or wrong. It takes a lot of pressure off, and all of that stuff that we do when we're busy defending our position doesn't need to happen when we're just being understood. So, Anne Reed, this one is for you. So apparently you're carrying some heavy burdens. And you can see this is the 10 of wands. Wands are passion and fire and drive and connection to the divine. So my suggestion to you, because when we are carrying other people's burdens, a thing that happens is that they become unaware of the burden in the first place. And then second of all, because you've got it, what will happen is that they don't get that little poke that we all get when something needs attention, nor do they get the nudge that comes after that. What ends up happening for them is they just get a wham. And so they don't have an opportunity to learn their lesson. When they don't have an opportunity to learn their lesson, then it doesn't get learned, and sometimes it doesn't get learned in this lifetime. So if you have an idea that you are helping someone by carrying their burdens, it's not really true. These burdens may or may not be yours. Certainly all of them are not. So my suggestion to you is that you get a pickup sticks if you can find them, or toothpicks, and you get 10 of them, and you drop them down onto a table and you look. Are these mine? Or are they someone else's? And you're intuitive, you'll know about that. So you look at the toothpicks. Pick out the ones that are yours and none others. Take the rest of them and scoop them up and put them into the trash. Actually bring the trash can over and just scoot them right off the table and into the trash. Don't even touch them again. And you know what you're going to feel, Anne, is you're going to feel a sense of freedom. You're going to feel lighter, and you're going to feel encouraged. And how beautiful is that all of this just because you let other people take care of their own burdens. It's really actually a gift. So there you go. Siobhan, this one is for you. You are being given an emotional gift if you can stop pouting long enough to accept it. Now, this is a gift from the gods. See right here, it's coming out of a hand from a cloud, but you can see that this person is closed off. It's cups, so it's emotions, water, fluidity, mutability, all of that. And this, the cups are all lined up, three of them right in front of you, and you're being given another one. So if you are having any challenges just now in the feeling realm, maybe resentment or like something is blocking you, just know that you can use this. This can be a very beautiful lesson, one of receiving and not being attached. So, and it's emotions. So sometimes yeah. So it is, Siobhan, a little bit, I open fully to give and receive love. And when all we do comes from love, and we just keep claiming it no matter what. We just claim, even if we're outraged about something or annoyed about something, if we can just go, wait, wait, I come from love. We can't know what someone else comes from, but we can know what we come from. And when we come from love and we're receiving in a loving way and we're open to the growth that happens when that happens, that's a very beautiful thing. So there you go. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Sarah. Okay, Michelle, this one is for you. Pentacles. So Pentacles are the element of earth. They are money and property and tangible things. Anything. This card is the element of earth. My glasses, the chair I'm sitting on. So this says that you've seeded some things really well. And now only one of them is ready. Right over there underneath my finger here is ready to be harvested. The rest of them are going to need some attention, some patience, and some caring. But they're very well seeded. Whatever it is in the practical world that you're seeding is doing well. It's growing. It just needs some more tending. So there you go, Michelle. That's for you. Siobhan, you're very welcome. Sarah, this one is for you. The Hermit. So the beautiful thing about the Hermit card is that it's asking for you to take a little bit of time away. So it's the Hermit goes on a quest. Okay, you can see he's up on the mountaintop here, holding out the light for others, willing to go and to be in seclusion, and coming back. When we take time out for ourselves, it's self-care. And some of us do it by getting our nails done. Some of us do it by getting our hair done, taking time away for yourself. It's a beautiful thing. The Hermit asks you for something more than that, though. The Hermit asks you to be intentional about your time away so that you can go away, you can move through the process that you're going through. You can be quiet and introspective, non-reacting and being in with other people. So years ago, when I couldn't go away to the mountain, I couldn't take that time. I could, however, do it just for the weekend. So Friday night, I would close the blinds, I would unplug all of my electronics, and I would take Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, and sometimes all the way until Monday morning. It would depend. But I would take that time for myself just to sit, to journey, to read, to have a bubble bath, to put some Epsom salts in there, to really take care of myself. It's not a well, let me do it differently. It's a very valuable thing to be able to come away and to be able to take time for yourself, come back refreshed, renewed, rejuvenated. So there you go. So hope that helps. Hi, Paula, Megan, Nina. Nice to see everybody. So let's see. Paula, this one's for you. Ooh, this is the party card of the 78 cards in the tarot. It's cups. It's a celebration of life. And they're, hey, Tara. And this represents the mother, maiden, and crone, but it also represents celebration of life. So Paula, apparently you're going to have a party, so you can let us know when it is. We'll be there. So good to see you. Thanks. All right. So Tara, this one is for you. So cups, emotions. Hey, Courtney. Cups, emotions, and you can see I'm going to put it up close. Each cup is filled with something different. So emotionally, you have some decisions to make, but right now you're at a point of feeling indecisive, or there is some indecision happening. So when that happens, and when I see this card, what I say is that, it's all an illusion. Actually, if everybody just stops for a moment and looks around where you are, you have created your environment. You've created an illusion that you want to live in. So this says it's all an illusion. Just make a choice. And the beautiful thing about making a choice is that we get to choose and re-choose. So I call it try and trash. If you make a choice and you try it out and it isn't quite what you want it to be, how you want it to be, it's okay to decommit. Now, you're not probably going to hear that very much. Hey, Mandy. Hi, Heather. But you can decommit from things. You made a commitment, and at the time that you made the commitment, it was the right thing. And then as time went along, it turned out that it's not quite what you thought it was. Illusion. You make a choice and you try it out. Now, I don't very often say that. I don't talk about trying because in my belief, if I try something, then it allows me to fail. So I do it or I don't do it, and that. So make a decision, give it a go. If you don't like the results that you get, you can trash it, try and trash. And then you make another choice. Really, honestly, that's all we do in life, right? We make a choice, we follow a pattern, we see if it works out for us or not. If it doesn't work out the way we want, we can tweak it, we can decommit from a certain part of it, do something different over there. So just make a choice. There you go. Hey, Mandy. Hi, Heather. All right, Nina, this one is for you. Well, that's a beautiful card, the 10 of Cups. So this is bliss. This is a family. The children are dancing. The couple is embracing one another. Their arms are open, fully in love. Now, that doesn't mean, that that doesn't mean that kind of dreamy, floaty love. It's in love. So what we do, and I spoke about it just a few minutes ago, when we can come from love, when we know that we're love. So my suggestion is that we all adopt that. Most of us were born either out of love or lust, right? And we can hold that. We can hold that idea that I'm love. And when I remember that, I'm a much nicer person. So this is really a beautiful card for you to have, one of those ones that if you can, you find it online in black and white, you enlarge it, and you color it so that you internalize that the environment that you're creating and how you do it is love. So there you go. Nice. All right, Megan, this one is for you. Okay, so a new beginning of a way to generate income. Practical things. Money is property, tangible things, you know, tables, chairs, that kind of thing. You can see that there's a pathway through this portal right here, and it's leading to a higher place. So this gift that you're being given has a practical application. So look for that. Always take the higher path, no matter what. You know, if any of us start to, if any of us start to do that thing where we gossip or we do any of that, that's not taking the higher path. So new beginning in the practical world, take the higher path. Always look up. So there you go. Yes, Nina, it was the 10 of Cups. Yes. Nice. Courtney, this one is for you. So something, Courtney, when people see the Death card, this is major arcana. We've only seen a couple of them tonight. What happens here is that God, Goddess, however you see the divine, is getting a message through to you. And when people see the Death card, they go, oh no, someone's going to die. But in actuality, really what's happening is that there's a rebirth happening. So in order for us to have a rebirth, we've got to allow something to fall away, to be transformed, to be shape-shifted, if you will. And this is a process that is necessary. And it doesn't have to be difficult. You know, so often we think if we're wanting to change something, oh, it's going to be really difficult. But I'm going to tell you that you know how to journey. I know that you know how to journey, and that you can take this card into a journey and ask, so what is it that's being reborn? So they use the energy of the positive energy of drawing that new thing into creation, as opposed to grieving I mean, you can grieve the old, whatever it is that's falling away. Feel free to grieve that. But also just remember that out of, you know, I mean, the phoenix can't rise until it goes up in flames and it rises up out of the ashes. So look for a phoenix. There you go. Heather, this one is for you. So, Wands, passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. You have set something up so that you can, you've initiated something, and it arced and it came back down. It hasn't landed yet. So be mindful of this, because it's a spiritual kind of thing. So if you initiated taking some classes, or if you initiated a practice of your own, then you have initiated, it's taken flight, and it's about to come back down and land, but it hasn't yet. So watch for that. Things will move swiftly. Oh, Chalise, that's so nice. Yes, nice to see everybody. So I figured out what the problem was. Somehow all of my notifications went private. So that's how come I didn't see you last week, boo. And that's how come I can see you this week. So here we go. We're on. Mandy, this one is for you. Ooh, this is one of my favorites of the 78. It's the 9 of Pentacles. Money, property, tangible things. This is about opulence, decadence, and having enough time, money, and energy to train a falcon. So first of all, you have to find a falcon, then you have to capture it, and then you have to figure out how to get it to land on your arm, put the hood over it. Is a time-consuming thing. So you have enough time, money, energy, and resources to train a falcon. Beautiful card. So look for all those things and see if you can actually see a falcon. Now, one of the beautiful shamanic things to do with a card like this, in addition to the coloring it, is you can actually find a picture of a falcon and put it somewhere, because it's got a message for you, because there it is sitting up there. So, you know, have a little look. Ted Andrews wrote a wonderful book called Animal Speak, and in there, he'll talk about falcon. Well, he worked with birds of prey, so those are particularly his love. So look in there and see what a falcon is all about. So there you go. Amy, this one is for you. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Gwilym. Nice to see you. All right, Amy. So, Page of Swords. Look, the sword is so big that it is absolutely coming off of the card. So, swords are thoughts and idea. They're the mental realm. So a message is coming for you from the mental realm, and it's actually going to be big because look how large that sword is. And this person looks like they're going to be, they kind of look like they're holding a baseball bat or maybe even a golf club. So look to, okay, I don't know why this is just coming through. Look to sports to give you some clues about the mental realm. So I'm not sure quite what that means, but I'm betting you do. So there you go. Chalise, this one's for you. Wands, it's the 7 of Wands. So you've been through a struggle and you have risen above it. Now, we can't tell really whether this person is balancing with that, whether he's going to re-engage. But there's I'm going to say a caution here, not to jump back into the fray. You don't need to do that. There's no need for you to go and get reacquainted with that which was a struggle in the first place because you've risen above it. And I'll just say that, really you are above that, whatever that was. So there you go. Gwilym, this one is for you. Oh, you're about to embark on a brand new journey. This is the Fool card. The major arcana, there's 22 of them. Every hero's journey starts with being a fool, because otherwise we just all stay warm and cozy in our homes. So there's a new endeavor for you. Actually, it's more like a redo. So I don't quite know what that means, but like you get a do-over. So, and you don't need to be wise about it. It's okay for all of us to be a fool. I mean, life is to be lived kind of full on and playing small. I had someone say to me once, well, why do you always have to be full on? Why would you want to be half on, quarter on? Just going to be a quarter on today. I mean, come on, just go for it. And when you are, I just did a teaching over Enlightened Spiritual Warrior. So if you're not an Enlightened Spiritual Warrior, hop on over to Enlightened Spiritual Warriors. It's another group that I've got. And join, because I do teachings there. I just did a teaching on confidence and gave a couple of tips for being more present and more confident. So there you go. That's my little tip for you. Suzanne, this one is for you. The end of a karmic cycle, Suzanne. It's the 10 of Swords. So it's the thoughts and ideas that you were having is like they're killing you. And it's time for them just to be, okay, done with that way of thinking. Your new karmic cycle, we know that it's happening because look, bright sunny day back here on the horizon. So you may be finished with something, full up of those things, and just know that the new karmic cycle is about to start, because when we come full cycle in any one of the given cards suits, we get to go back to the beginning of that. So look for new ways of thinking, which lead to new ways of doing things, because if we can think something, we can actualize it. So beautiful card for you. Might look a little spooky, but it's not. It's really welcoming the new karmic path that you've got. So there you go. And Laura, hi. Nice to see you. Let me just grab you a card. Ooh, beautiful. So the Ace of Cups. So in the tarot deck that I use, aces are always a new beginning, a gift from the gods. And so you've got a brand new beginning, a brand new emotional beginning, because that's what cups are. There's the emotions, they're the element of water, overflowing love. So earlier I talked about I talked about how we are all love, and when we can hold that and come from that place, remembering that I am love. I've got on my door, and it says, just, if I'm walking in my house, it's like, oh yeah, I'm love. Because, we forget, we get caught up in the drama of it, and then we say things that don't necessarily feel like that love coming across. So recognize that you're love and you're being given a beautiful gift. So there you go. Thanks everyone for joining me. It was sweet and wonderful, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.